The scout move.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So resource time. I'll play some this time.
Thank you.
Man, you are food heavy over there, son. All right, time to roll. 6. Off the table. 5. Oh, shit. Measly 1. All right, 2 food, 1 wood, and 1 movement point for a troop. Okay, wood, food, and food. I'm going to color him my color, green. All right, first troops have entered the field. Oh, I got to get my food. Don't forget to get your farm food. Yeah, he's got a shit ton of food over there. But I'm doing all right in food, too. Give him a little preamble of where I'm headed. I'm going straight for that fucking town.
The road.
Oh. He's getting stoned. He wants to build that barracks. Might be too little too late, Morph. If I can get that damn... He sees it only needed 1 stone. There you go. Now that's a movement point because you went through a hill. Even though it's reduced by 1, it's still a 2. So you have to spend 1 movement point. There you go.
You're right.
But I don't think he has any wood, but he can get it. He can get at least 1 wood, but he can't get the 2, so he won't be able to do it this round. And that's what he wanted. He's calculating it now. That 1 hill movement screwed him up. He needs 2 wood. Yeah, that 1 movement point screwed you on that deal. But you can move your wagon back and take those wood out of it.
Why?
Because it's 0 points to move your wagon back to your hometown.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just in case you want to have the wood in your stockpile.
Why can move because there's the road.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you ready?
1 second.
I've got to get a good roll here. Because he will build his barracks next round.
Oh, I made a mistake.
How's that?
I was moving the round before with my scout from here to here with his moving point, but this is a hill. It's a 2. It's not possible.
It's okay. Okay, I got you. All right, good?
Yeah, done.
Okay, so...
Be right back.
All right, I'll wait for you. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I need a 6, I need a 6, I need a 6, I need a 6. If I can roll a 6 right here, I could move my unit right up into his home base.
Did you refresh the resources?
Oh, was that the end of the turn? Yeah, you're right. No, we need to do the resources. Yeah, okay. Ooh, I could be screwed. He might be able to go before me. This is going to be tight. This is where that roll rule could really benefit him right here. If he gets to go twice.
I guess.
Yeah, that's correct. All right, let's roll. Shit, I got a 1.
I got a 3.
That is a critical roll right there. Roll a 1. Roll a 1. Oh, God. The first time I needed you to roll a 1, you got a 6. Well, some serious shit is about to go down, my friends. My advantage is gone. Morph is now going to be able to build a a barracks to stop me. So my free ride straight in is not going to be there. If I were him, you don't really want to build it in those woods over there, but he's got a road network to another set of woods, so he could build that right out in front of his own base. There it is. Wow. A lumber camp. Okay. Impressive. That was unexpected.
You get this lumber now or next turn?
Next turn. You got quite an impressive road network for sure. And he still has 4 movement points. Let's see what he does here. Oh, he's going to build it up there. No, I think he's out of stone. He is. He can't build a barracks. But he's going for that stone. So that's what he's doing. Oh, man, I might be one move ahead of him. That's a smart move, getting that lumber camp, though. Barracks is 2 wood, though. He won't be able to get 2 wood this turn. He could build another road. Excuse me, damn it.
I'm going to save my last movement point.
You know, I was just thinking that in this game where movement isn't as bad as it was yesterday, we're not saving as many movement points as we were before. It's interesting. All right, my turn. All right, now I'm going to pay for my soldier. And I'm going to roll.
We have to figure out how to maybe we have to put another counter on if you got soldiers, that we don't forget these payments, you know.
Yeah. It's something you have to do at the beginning of the round, right? So I'll put that in there too. Collect your resources from all the farms or whatever. Pay for any soldiers that are still on the board. And then you can roll. All right, so I got a 2 movement. That one's free because of the road. That's 1 movement point. All right, so let's talk about this.
We are just harmless traders. We don't want
We said the home base has 10 hit points.
Yes, and the infantry has 5.
That's correct. But did we say if the town had an attack point?
Yeah, we said they had a militia.
A militia. So 1 attack point for them? Yeah. But farms have 0. And I say, since I am controlling this tile, you don't get that food. As a matter of fact, your whole road network here is broken down. What do you think?
Yeah, it's blocked, right?
All right, well, that's
come in peace. Peace.
That's the end of my turn. So we had to set out resources. So that farm doesn't get any. I mean, that tile still gets the resources, but you just don't get them automatically. I get 1 more down there. All right, normally, oh yeah, we got to roll to see who goes first. 5. All All right, I go first, so I've got to collect my resources. And pay for my troops.
So technically, the game is over.
Why do you say that?
Because I can't really get my my resources to my town base.
You can.
Because
You just have to go the long way.
Can. Yeah, but when I'm moving the wagon, you're gonna attack with the infantry, and the wagon is history.
Well, I think we still need to figure out battle a little bit. So we can do a couple more rounds because I'm actually not even screwing with that. I was gonna attack this farm, see if I could destroy it. Because right now what you've got to do is get a stone and a wood back to your base. And you're in a pretty good position to do that. Because you could move just right out there and grab that wood, and you could move this stone over here. I can't attack both of them. So you could do that. You could get a barracks built and threaten my soldier. What do you think? Either that, I mean, or, dude, we've been playing for 2 hours, so either that or we call it this time, and then I'll go through and make sure to write all those rules out so that next time everything is on the up and up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've had fun. So it really comes down to the difference in this one was the fact that I got army before you did. But you were further along on your road network for sure.
Yeah, I thought we just building and gathering resources.
Oh yeah, you didn't think I was just gonna come cutting the throat, huh? Yeah. I'm really curious though about the battle. That's why I did it, because I'm really curious to see how this all works out. I thought this last turn, that's why I said I thought it was interesting that you built that lumber camp, because I seriously thought you were going to build a barracks. Once you saw that I did.
You just had to say that you wanted one, and I would build one, and then we could test it.
Yeah.
Never mind. But let's test one thing. I'm desperate. I just want to get these infantry away. If I would attack with the scout,
he can't attack. He has 0 attack points.
Oh, that's shitty.
That's he can defend, but he can't attack. And he couldn't even move into that space because I occupy it with regular army.
Okay.
So pretty much, you got to get a barracks up as quickly as you can in order to defend yourself.
Yeah, it's even more important than a lumber camp or stone quarry.
Yeah, I think getting a farm up right away is important, because you want to have a road network to a farm so you can pay for your soldiers. So that's key. We both did that. And then probably get the barracks up after that. That's what I did.
And you did pretty well with only one wagon.
Yeah, because last time I got 2, and I really didn't see an advantage in it. So that's why I just went with 1 this time.
Yeah, last one I got only 1, so I tried this time with 2. But
and the cool part about this also is the fact, look at these unexplored tiles. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So we're agreeing that this game is done?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. I want to flip these tiles and see what they are. Oh man, I was in the desert this time.
Start was the best with the 5d4 dices.
Yeah, that was totally unexpected. Now watch, next time it'll be all 4s.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that was a lot of fun. So, I mean, that game lasted 2 hours, but we're still figuring it out. That's why it took as long as it did. So,
Yeah.
I think that's pretty neat. So, what I'll work on then is getting the rules polished up, and then when we come back, we'll have to, polish them up even further to figure out what's fair for balance as far as fighting is concerned.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about adding a cavalry unit and maybe an artillery. So we'll see what that does.
All right. And fighting will be with D6 dices, or did you set just like Risiko?
I was
You
thinking
said
of
risk.
doing it like risk, like 3 and 2, or depending on how many attack points you have, that kind of thing. Because it would be neat ultimately, once you get your economy stabilized and you've got a situation where you can support a lot of troops. I mean, look at this food over here. I could support multiple troops, and so could you. You got a ton of food. Plus, you got all these farms over here. So, like a person in your position in the game could literally be like dominant in the army because of all the food that you can bring, and then you would just have to defend your road network. Because right here, when I got into this road network right here, it just totally cut off your whole network.
Yeah. So barracks can create randomly infantry, or do they have like?
I think as long as you can pay for them, right?
All right. Okay. So if I would cut you off from your farms, your infantry would desert.
Eventually, once I ran out of food, because you got to pay for all the standing infantry at the beginning of your turn. So if if I ran out of food, then yeah, they'd be gone.
Yeah, right.
But you see how I set it up? So I've got mountains. I got a really good defensive position here. I was surrounded by mountains. And so I put the barracks in the only open spot going in that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to place my barrack here.
I was thinking that originally, but honestly, since you opened up that second area for wood where your lumber camp is now, you could have put your barracks, in that wood lot right by your home base. You couldn't have built a lumber camp there when a barracks was there, but it would have been a really strong defensive position for your home base.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities here.
So you still don't like the pictures from the different tiles?
I really don't. Whenever I take the time, I'm going to make some better pictures for these. They don't look. They don't. I don't know. There's not enough contrast. I don't think. Or maybe there's too much. I can't really decide. The farm one looks nice. I don't really mind that one as much. But you can't really tell what the mountains are. And these for hills don't represent very well. And that dark green for those patches is probably okay. But I don't know. I don't really like the forest either. I'd ultimately like to get models for those, but they kind of get in the way of gameplay, I think.
That would be difficult. So, but I guess the maximum of resources of 3 makes sense, right?
Yeah, I think that played really well. Yeah, as far as balance is concerned, I thought everything worked really well.
That's shitty.
What's that?
I looked all these roads. Now I have to all unlock them.
Yeah, I'd lock mine as well. Damn, I was mountain heavy over here. Oh, look, you were on a mountain too.
Did we have the same amount of tiles from the different?
No, so there's 10 of each tile, except there are 15 of the green ones. I think that's how it's laid out.
Okay. Maybe you should put 1 or 2 inside the bag, which are non-trespassing way, which can't be crossed.
Impassable.
Yeah.